Hi everybody, Shannon and Karen with Wandering Out Yonder. Today Shannon and I are out at Whipple Dam State Park in the Rothrock State Forest. We believe that's how it's pronounced. Anyhow, today we're going to be taking the Whipple Lake Trail. It's a 3-mile trail around the lake or reservoir. I'm not sure which it is really. They're calling it the Lake Trail, so I guess it's a lake. And we're going to take you along with us. So this is a yellow blazed trail, and it goes around the lake here. It's a pretty easy trail from what I understand. There's slight inclines, nothing major. So just a pleasant, nice little hike or walk, however you want to call it, for the day. Thought we would do this today. We drove up here this morning, so we thought we'd just get out and stretch our legs on this trail. Anyhow, there are a lot of the structures and so forth still around from the CCC era. I believe the dam down here is built by the CCC. So we'll be able to see some of those structures as we go through the trail system here. I don't know what kind of snake it is. But he's poking his head out of that tree. You see it? See if I can get just a bit closer. I don't think it's a rattlesnake or anything like that. Maybe. I don't know. But there he is, sticking his head out. Anyhow, as you saw, we just walking down this. The trail came up a little bit of an incline up the ridge. It starts out up here on the ridge, and it lands you out on this little, I guess maybe it's a service road of some sort. And then we ran across the snake with his head sticking out of the tree. Shannon saw that. I didn't even see it. So anyhow, the trail takes you up this way. And then I guess you go back into the woods right up here on the right. So again, the road takes you up and the trail continues on through the forest right off this road. So you would take a right after you got up the top of that ridge, go down the road a little bit, and then the trail cuts off to the right. Again, this trail follows the top of the ridge. If you can see, it's kind of hard to tell from here, but through the woods, it goes down. So we're on the top of this ridge. This is through pine trees and a pine forest. So the path has pine needles all over it. And it's nice and cushy through here. But the forest changes from time to time. But right now we have the pleasure of walking in a pine forest. So this is the view from the top of this ridge. This creek is flowing right next to the ridge that we're on top of right now. Really pretty, beautiful pine forest. Hemlocks and all kinds of trees in here. Beautiful, beautiful area. So again, this creek wraps through here, or winds its way through here, and I believe the trail that we're on right here, I think it just wraps around, and that's where we're going to end up at some point, I think down there next to the creek. So that'll be nice. So we kind of wound our way down that ridge, and now we are at the bottom of the ridge and getting ready to, I believe, cross over the creek that we showed you earlier in the video. So this is really pretty. And of course, I always love the sounds. It's a creek, very peaceful. So again, this is the creek that we were showing you at the top of the ridge as we were looking down. We're down at the bottom of the ridge now, so we get to enjoy the creek. So again, this trail down at the bottom, you walk by the creek the whole way. Went through a little bit of the mountain laurel. It was pretty. And you can see a lot of root exposure, so you do have to watch where you're going because of that. But otherwise, it's a pretty easy trail. I mean, I would rate it as not difficult at all. So I'm getting ready to cross over here and continue on down the trail. So this looks as though we're going to be on a little bit of a boardwalk for a while. I'm guessing this area is kind of marshy. Yep, you can see the water down there. So they take you along on this boardwalk, which is kind of cool. I always like the boardwalk trails. So again, it's just a small little area that they have this boardwalk running across this patch of wetlands here. All kinds of critters out there, I'm sure. And again, in this beautiful pine forest. So we've come up on another little boardwalk area. So the trail opens up here. We're kind of more towards the where the dam and the beach and so forth is in this park, in this state park. But we were way over there. It starts out way over there and it goes around this ridge. And then it brings you back around this way. Now this part of the trail, there's like a gravel road that you take to get into the state park, and that's the road right up above that fence, that cement fence line. But there are little picnic grounds right down, they run all the way down that road, and then there's little paths that you can cut through to have a view of the lake, or to come out here at the lake area. And then the trail just kind of drops you out here right in front of the lake, as you can see. You can hear some people in the background maybe having fun. Then it just kind of meanders around the edge here. I mean, you're just kind of right up there, almost in the water right here. So we have just a little bit longer to go here. We'll be over there at the dam here pretty soon, but once we walk across the dam, we'll be back over there at Fran. Again, I think it's called Laurel Road, this road up here. But again, here are the picnic grounds. You can see there's a water fountain up there. There's some picnicking areas. It's a very small park. But it has some nice accommodations. I think it has boat rentals. Anyhow, we're trying to finish out the trail. And again, the trail kind of runs you around to the front of the beach area, and then we're going to walk through all this and then go take a look at the dam. But again, some of these buildings and the dam were built by the CCC, so we're always interested in seeing that. I'm guessing this is probably from the CCC era. See, it's kind of cool. And like I said, this is just a small little state park, but there are some accommodations here. There's a boathouse. And there's a little, I guess that maybe it's a park office over there, has a phone booth, looks like. Anyhow, one of the reasons we walked it this way. This is one of the pavilions that was built by the CCC. And I'll walk you up here so you can see this pavilion. I always love the stonework in these. Beautiful craftsmanship. These usually have the great big fireplaces in them, and this one does, as you can see. So I imagine you have to reserve these pavilions. This is a nice one, situated across from the lake. So earlier I thought this was Laurel Road. It's Laurel Run Road. That's what this road is right here. It's one way coming in, goes around and wraps back around, and you can come back in. But anyhow, today's a Saturday. We're here in late August. But it's a Saturday, and you can see there's hardly anybody here. And they have a sign up here in recognition of the outstanding efforts in conserving the natural resource of Pennsylvania. Site of Owl's Gap Camp, S60 from 1933 to 1941. It's pretty cool. Okay, so this is, wow, look at that stonework. All the stonework through here. Oh, looky there. How cool is that? You can see it from here, that pretty duck. I don't know what kind of duck he is. I'll have to look it up to find out. I've never seen one like that before. Pretty cool. Love the sound of the water. It's beautiful. We were watching this little bird. He was up on the rocks up on the left. He hopped over into the water there. And he's been making his way across the top there, pecking. I guess he's feeding off of something there. And there's also a turtle. I don't know if I'm able to pick it up. It's kind of at the bottom center of the screen, near where the lower fall is. And he keeps coming up. Yeah, I think he's trying to get up this stream, and he just keeps getting knocked down by the water. But it's kind of fun. There he goes. He got knocked back. I don't know if you can see it or not. But yeah, he's trying real hard to make it up that fall. Trying to get that turtle again, you can see. There's his head. He's trying so hard. He's going upstream against that water, trying to get at that fall. He's back down under. He's coming back up, and he just keeps trying. Oh man, you see him? I hope you make it up, little turtle. So thanks everybody for joining us today here at Whipple Dam State Park, and we went on the Lakeside Trail, I believe. Yeah, it's called the Lakeside Trail. It's a 3-mile loop. It was a really easy trail, so if you're out in this area, give it a whirl. It's an easy trail, and it's a good long walk right near the creek for most of it, so it's pretty easy. Anyhow, thanks for wandering out yonder with us. We'll see you guys later. So as you can see, we came around there from the beach area, and it wraps around, come down this road. And we are parked over here on the other side. And just like that, we are back at Fran. Somebody playing their music way too loud. Never understand that.